1996, University of the Philippines finally ended its long title drought in the UAAP when it ended the reign of University of the East Warriors. It was the last time the Fighting Maroons were able to win the championship that has been elusive, but the title won 34 years ago remained as possibly one of the most cherished for the institution. Two of those players became two of the PBA's all-time greatest players ever, and they wound up in the League Hall of Fame. Benji Paras and Ronnie Manzano, while two others, Eric Altamirano and Joey Guarno, also saw action in the PBA. Let's take a look back at their journey as they share those unforgettable memories in the Link podcast.
Ito pa, another interesting note, no? Then came University of the Philippines, and it turned out several players from San Beda high school team ended up playing for the UP Maroons, no? How was the recruitment process, and who plotted all of this? Para kasi nga nangyari, nagkaisa kayo, dito tayo sa UP pumunta. Ikaw, si Ronnie, Benji was also there, di ba? O, puro kayo mga bedan.
Yeah. Yan, ako, napaka-interesting na story niyan. Kasi at that time, wala pa naman mga recruiting katulad ng nangyayari ngayon, di ba?
Right.
At that time, kami-kami lang ang mga nagre-recruit sa bawat isa. So, I think it started nung bago kami, yung batch nila Joey Mendoza, nila Moncelis, Don D. Roque, sila yung first Sila yung first na decided to play for UP, Fighting Maroons.
Okay.
Kami naman, we were still, I think, third year, fourth year high school. So, pinapanood namin sila sa UP, and actually they were they were a bit successful kasi they were able to get to the finals versus UE sa UAP. And then, basta napapansin namin, every week, pumapasyal sila sa San Beda. Sila Joey, sila. Tapos kakamustahin kami. Kumusta kayo? Kumusta? Si Dwayne Salvatierra, yan. Next year, na tayo, sama na tayo sa UP, ganyan. So, talagang i-ingrain sa amin yung, pagsamahan natin yung, tuloy-tuloy natin yung championship, ganyan. So, eventually, pumasok sa isip namin yon until we graduated sa high school. And si Ronnie ang nauna Si Ronnie nauna sa UP. And then, when tama-tama naman at that time, ang nag-leave of absence ang San Beda sa NCAA. So I had a reason to leave and go to UP. So after nung kami naman yung nagre-recruit kay Benji Paras naman, tsaka kay Jig Mendoza. So pupunta rin kami sa San Beda, tapos kinakamusta namin si Benji, and eventually he decided to play for UP. So nakumpleto namin yung first five ng San Beda.
Okay.
Sorry, no.
Nung nandun na kayo sa UP, no? Were there struggling years when you joined UP, or instantly you became a contender? Can you take us back to that journey?
I remember yung first year namin ni Ronnie, we made it to the finals. Kaya ang ganda ng start natin. We had a lot of very, very good veteran players sa UP noon. Sila Albino, sila Jojo Villanueva, sila Ricky Dandan. Unfortunately, we lost to UE. Talagang very.
Ano yan? Sina Alan? Sina Jerry?
Sorry, FEU pala. FEU. We lost to FEU. Si Glenn Capasio, Armon Codinera, sila Chua. At that time, sobrang laki.
Wala pa si Jack Tanuan? Wala
pa. Ang story noon is last 13 seconds, we were down by 1 point. And actually, last 2 minutes, we were up by 10. Last 2 minutes, we were up by 10. So, everybody was excited. Si President Angara noon was staying sa hotel beside Rizal Memorial Coliseum. So, niradyo na siya nung kanyang assistant. Sabi niya, "Sir, punta na kayo dito. Champion na tayo." And then, pagdating niya, the game got close. So it came down to the last few seconds. And then lumamang pa sila ng 1 point. Last 13 seconds. And then an offensive foul was called against FEU. Bola namin. Last 13 seconds. I think si Ronnie fouled out already. And so nag-inbound kami. Si Coach Joe diagrammed the play for me to get the ball. But unfortunately, I was guarded. So si Dwayne Salvachera got the ball. And we were waiting for him to do something. He dribbled the ball. 13, 12, 10, 11. Dribbled it hanggang 5, 4, 3. Hiwala na until the game finished. So, naghulat kami. We were all shocked. And parang hindi kami naka-attempt, hindi kami naka-atake. And we lost that game. So it was a disheartening loss for us. And you know, I'm glad that we were able to win it after 4 years kasi si Dwayne Salvachera, talagang hindi niya makalimutan yon. So for 4 years, tiniis niya na yun. Niya sa isip niya yun. And he was able to redeem himself noong 1986.
Alright. Okay. 1986, yan na. Nabanggit mo nga, 1986. The year of the Fighting Maroons. Up to this time, more than 30 years since the school last tasted the championship, they were still savoring it up to this time. No? Tell us a story on that historic moment, Coach.
Before that game, if I remember right, galing kami ni Ronnie sa Korea. We were in Seoul, Korea dahil we were part of the Asian Games team. So at that time, medyo na kami, parang wala na kaming parang feeling namin wala na kaming pag-asang makapag-qualify sa finals kasi nga meron kaming playoff game against Adamson. And wala kami ni Ronnie. So si Benji lang ang naiwan. But for some reason, nanalo kami doon sa game na yon. And that game set us up with the playoff against FEU.
Okay.
So, nangyari, pagbalik namin, we won against FEU, and then that set us up with UE. UE naman, we had to beat twice.
Coach, if I'm not mistaken, yung laban niya sa FEU, eto yata yung ang nagpanalo si Ramil Cruz, di ba?
Ramil Cruz, oo. Yeah, ganda nun. Ano yun? At that time, ang rules sa game is pag na-foul ka, you have the option to waive the free throw. So kahit na foulin mo siya ng foul and penalty, pwede mong i-waive. Yung rules dati, pwede mong
i-inbound ka na lang.
So ang ginawa ng FEU, we kept on fouling kasi I think we were down by 1 din yata, 1 point eh. We kept on fouling. Ayaw nilang i-free throw. So they were taking the ball out. So finally, I think after third try, they were inbounding the ball and we were trying to defend them. And then I remember si Ramil, kunyari nag-fake siya, kunyari hindi niya nakikita yung inbounders, tumalikod siya, biglang nung pumasa na bigla siyang nag-steal, bigla siyang lumabas and he was able to get the ball and then nakakatawa doon kasi halos madapa-dapa siya going to the basket to make that shot. Talagang madadapa na siya kasi ang bilis ng takbo niya. And then
pero naisip niya, di ba?
He made that layup to win the game and wow, that's
into the finals.
That's an unforgettable experience for us. That set us up for the championship against UE.
Okay, UE versus UP. You have that marquee matchup, Jerry Cordillera versus Benji para sa middle, di ba? So, ang UE at that time, ang lakas-lakas din nila dahil I think 84 and 85 champions sila di ba? If I'm not mistaken. No? So, when you were up against UE is still considered the favorite, di ba?
Yeah, they at the end of the eliminations, they were number 1. Tapos, almost all the players were playing in the PABL. So talagang very seasoned yung team nila. And of course, talagang iba yung meron kang Jericho Diniera at that time. Talagang he was
Wala na
dominating.
si Alan noon, no? Wala na
Wala
si
na, wala,
Alan. At,
wala, wala na. Sila Boise Samar doon. And talagang it was a good matchup for us actually dahil nandun si Benji, he could match up with Jerry, but during the eliminations, tinatambakan kami ng UE. Hindi kami manalo sa kanila. Talagang they got our numbers and it was very evident na yung games namin against UE, parang namama kami, talagang very sila, veteran sila. And but hats off to our coach, si Coach Jolly pa. He really had a very, very good game plan against UE. And it was something na hindi pa nakikita ng UE kasi ano yun parang I think Coach Joe was able to get that nung nasa Asian Games kami. Meron siya nakita
ano
sa
yan? Twice to beat bang UE dyan?
Twice to beat. Twice to beat.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Very historic, no?
Very historic. Nobody expected us to beat UE, pero when you talk to Coach Joe, talagang mananalo kami. ganun yung confidence. Talagang we just look up to him and listen to him, follow him kasi parang he gave us that confidence that we can beat UE.
Before giving UP its first title the last 34 years, there were heartaches which happened, no? Can you share some of them? But I think may finals loss yata kayo noon.
Yes.
Nung wala pa si Benji, tama ba?
Oo, in my very first year, in 1983, kasama si Eric. Losing record kami in the first round until eventually nakabawi kami, nakahabol kami. We faced FEU in the finals. And, I think we were up after the first half, but eventually we lost. So that was a big heartbreaker for us dahil minutes away na lang kami from winning the title. Wala pa si Benji noon, sila Bobet Albino yon, Manny Garcia, sila Dwayne Salvatera, Joy Mendoza, Ricky Dandan, Ray Madrid, sila yung mga kasabay ko among others. Tapos hindi kami nanalo. Tapos the next year, hirap na hirap kaming manalo. Hirap na naman kayong manalo. Hirap na hirap na kayong manalo. Hanggang sa dumating nga si kaibigang Benji sa roster ng UP. Also made the decision to go to Katipunan or to Diliman in spite of the fact that there were offers for him to join other bigger schools or big schools. At that was something that we really needed, no? Dahil we had a donut in the middle, pero si Benji is a legitimate center. And he is no ordinary center. So it solidified that position na one of our weak points at higit sa lahat, na-bolster uli yung more than the San Beda connection is yung parang chemistry, yung brotherhood na mula noon hanggang ngayon nadala namin. But more than that, he was able to impact UP's run in his very first year. And that has always been Benji's calling card. No? I wouldn't say na it was siya lang o si Joy Guanyo lang o si Eric lang kasi wala namang singularized winner sa basketball. It's a team sport, diba? Pero I think he created the biggest impact and he brought the biggest change to the team. So we were able to compete against the team led by Jericho Diniera pagdating sa finals.
Yeah. Oo nga eh. Yung time na natalo kayo sa FTU noon, parang it's only a matter of time, no?
Hindi. Sila Pido Harencio, inabot namin. Sila Alan inabot namin. Talagang hindi biro. Sila Jack Tanoan, Glenn Capasio, Romanito Roa, Louie Alas, Platon. Hindi biro. Hindi mo rin alam na makakabalik ka pa sa finals dahil wala namang Final Four noon eh. Top 2 lang. So, probably to some who were not inside the team, matter of time. Pero sa amin, parang we got the breaks para makapasok doon sa upper half. Tapos eventually, I think in a winning run, there's always that timing and things that will fall your way para makarating ka hanggang sa dulo. And I think that year was one special year for us kasi nangyari yung mga hindi dapat naman na pwedeng mangyari pero nangyari pumabor sa amin. And eventually, we were able to defeat UE pagdating sa finals.
Oo, yung UE nun, coach, was a dynasty, di ba? Remember, from 84 all the way to 86, lagi silang back-to-back champion sila nung bago nyo sila nakatapat, di ba? And you have Jerry Cordillera. At that time, Jerry was already a player for Northern Consolidated, di ba?
Yes. Si Jerry ang leader nun. Pero ang lakas niyan, sila Banyares, sila George Eda, sila Entona.
Ando na ba si Boise?
Oo, si Coach Boy, yung katapat namin yan eh. Puro sila big guards, kaya ang hirap kalaban. Saka yung mga center positions nila, ang dami nila. Tapos, yung mama na, malalakas sila talaga.
Oo, sina Wilmer Banyares,
sila Wilmer Banyares na ang hirap kalaban kasi malalaki na may shooting, tapos yung sanay ng manalo eh. Kasi
coach, even si Jerry nga may shooting, di ba? Nung as a big
name na si Jerry dahil naglaro na although as a reserve sa NCC, sa Northern Consolidated, still to be a part of the training program was huge at that time dahil hindi naman lahat nakakapasok sa Northern Consolidated.
Hindi rin madali yung pinagdaanan nyo eh. Kasi ang nangyari, kailangan yung talunin yung FEU. If you recall, tinalo nyo sila because of the heroics of Ramil Cruz. Di ba? Yung remember yung naagaw ni Ramil, tapos coast to coast siya yung halos madapa, tapos na-shoot niya, di ba? Yun, sumalangit naman, kaibigan natin si Ramil Cruz. But siya yung hero doon. And then eventually, dinala kayo sa finals, no? Pero pagdating sa finals, hindi rin naman madali ito dahil unang-una, you're facing back-to-back champions UE. And nandun si Jerry Cordillera, which is a good matchup for you, di ba? So, can you take us back to sa journey na yan? Parang destined kayo to win eh.
Actually, ano pa yun eh. Ang nangyari during that season, if you remember, Ronnie Magsano, Eric Altamirano, and Coach Jolipa are playing for the Asian Games.
Asian Games, 1986, right.
So most of they missed some games, which is very crucial for us. Kaya yun ang nangyari. And tapos, natalo pa kami noon, I remember with UST, doon kami nagka-problema. And then dito sa FEU. So, eventually, nanalo naman, umabot sa Final Four na kailangan lang namin twice to beat yung FEU, which is not an easy team. With, of course, malangit na rin nga, Jack Tanuan.
Jack Tanuan, right.
Ang lalakas ng team na yun. Bay Padilla, Dong Postanes, sino pa ba yun? Andy De Guzman.
Andy De Guzman, right.
Ang lakas ng team na yun. Kaya lang I'm so happy na si Ramil Cruz, siya talaga yung key during that game that we won.
Ano raw yun eh, yung play daw na yun, ang tawag doon, tepok eh. Yung bang pressure defense, di ba?
Yun, totoo yun. Now, going to the finals, mahirap. It's not an easy game. Unang-una, Jerry Cordillera is not only a good post-up player, but he has a medium-range shot. So, ayun ang nagiging problema namin. If you will give him the ball from the outside, I need to go out and pressure him. So, if he take that shot, kung lumabas siya, nawawalan kami ng rebound. Because nasa labas din ako eh.
Okay.
So, kumbaga, parang nagkaroon lang ng doble kayod. Pero, it's a good thing our shots from the outside are sinking in. So, yun yung naging keyring sa amin. At isa pa is we run the face, tapos we control the game the whole time. So yun ang I guess is the key.
Okay. There was a time yung sa PABL, putok rin siya sa masa. Remember sa Rizal Memorial, parating puno halos yan eh, di ba? Na pag naglalaro kayo eh. At the same time, kayong mga players, meron kayong kanya-kanyang fan base na rin, no? And there was a time, pinagsasabay mo pa yung yung paglalaro sa UP and then paglalaro sa PABL, no? Can you take us back during those times na naglalaro ka sa PABL? yung glory days ng paglalaro mo dyan?
That was 3 years. My life is nothing up. It's all about basketball. It's not only PABL and UP. Include ano pa yung tatlo, including the national team.
Right. Oh.
So I will wake up at 4:30 in the morning, travel going to Rizal Memorial to practice for the national team, and then after that, lunchtime nakikisabay ako. I will go to Dumlao Gym in Pasig, practice for the PABL, the Philip Sardines.
Okay.
And then after that, it's a good thing. Joey Mendoza was in UP also. So sasabay ako and I'll go to school. And after school, practice naman ako ng UP. So ang hirap ng buhay ko noon.
So round the clock, puro basketball.
Round the clock. I told my son nga na kung kumain ako 4 or 5 times a day, laging may kanin. Hindi ko na kinakaya ng walang kanin eh. So kumbaga, laging complete meal.
Mauubos ka eh, no? Pagka hindi ka nag-heavy meal eh, no? Dahil sa dam.
Totoo. So that's why I entered PBA at the age of 20 dahil pagod na ako.
UP's next championship came elusive, but the Diliman-based dribblers and their faithfuls continue to dream of finally winning the next one. Join us again next time as we share some of the unforgettable moments of Bits and Grabs at the Link Podcast. On behalf of our director, Alvin Alejo, this is your moderator, Ray Hobles, signing off for now. So long, everybody.